Hello everyone, it's Kim Hayworth from goodnewsdaily.info, and we've been chatting about self-care and chatting about self-care for all these different parts of ourself: body, mind, soul, spirit, and energy system. And today is basically part 2 of self-care for the soul. When I talk about the soul, I'm talking about the part of you that lives eternally, that goes beyond this lifetime. That part of you that was created, that is loved, that really also needs love and attention. And some ways that I have incorporated self-care for the soul into my daily routine is receiving from the divine. And what do I mean by that? Because that could mean a lot of different things to different people. For me, it means to be in a very Zen place. That means that I am in a space either in my home or in nature that is calming to me. That means that I am in a meditative state, that I'm not focused on the thoughts or the to-do lists or my schedule, but I am receiving more than I'm putting out energetically. That means that I am in a space where my mind isn't running. I'm in a space where I'm peaceful, calm, and centered, and recharging my batteries, my soul, the reason I'm here. And it's been given a meaning and a purpose to, from the divine, from all of my heavenly support. And if you're feeling like you're alone today, know that even though you may be physically by yourself, you're never alone. You are connected to every person on this planet, and you have a big spiritual support staff, heavenly support system that wants nothing more than for you to flourish and is there for you 24/7. And they are with you. If I can give them the they pronoun. But you're never alone. So self-care for me, for the soul, means receiving from the divine. When I'm in that space, I'm communing, I'm listening, I'm quiet, I'm calm. I'm receiving a reboot, a recharge. Sometimes receiving clarity, wisdom, guidance, direction. Receiving love. And another part of my soul that benefits from self-care is gratitude. Of course, gratitude is a high frequency emotion. It is going to benefit your body, mind, soul, spirit, and energy system because it is so high frequency. But particularly for myself, when I focus on gratitude, it feeds my soul. Now, what do I mean by that? So gratitude, yes, is the things that we're grateful for. And when we focus on those things that we are blessed with, that we have, more so than what we don't have or would like or don't have or are working towards but yet not seeing, when we put more energy into the things that we are grateful for, that are in our lives right here and right now, that changes things. It changes our focus. It changes what comes into our lives. Because if we're going to talk about manifestation, we manifest what's in our life right now, not what we want. What's reflected in our energy field are the things that we are experiencing right here, right now. So that's why visualization is so important. And already being grateful and receiving the prayers as answered for the things that we do want, because then it becomes part of our reality. Our minds can't tell the difference between what we're imagining and what's really happening in our lives in reality. It can't tell the difference. So if we're visualizing these things, it can be just as real to our minds to receive as truth, as to happening right here, right now. So one of the things that I have been visualizing for a very long time is to be able to use a paddleboard, a sup board on Lake Tahoe, and I have all the details. I can see the sunshine just bouncing off the water, this light reflecting off me in this wonderful healthy state that I'm in, being strong and powerful. So that is the picture I'm visualizing. And the more that I see that, the more that it becomes reality. That's why visualization has been so important to me. And those things become closer. And it brings the resources for those things to manifest in your life closer. I found a trainer that knows exactly what my system needs and is helping me to be able to develop those things, not just strengthen, but for balance, which is very important on a paddleboard. And for reprogramming all the ways that my mind is trying to keep me safe, and putting limits like on my muscles and the way that my body functions to keep me safe from past surgeries, from being in bed for so many years and being sick. Our system thinks that it's doing our highest and best when it's not. It's just putting limits on where we want to go and where we want to be. So I'm focusing on that reprogramming for all possibilities, reprogramming for my highest and best, not safety, but for flourishing, for abundance. So if I wouldn't have been in that space, do you think I could have brought that person into my life? Probably not. I would have brought the person that would have reflected where I was at, which could have been in fear or in a space of trying so hard and lack. But when my focus is gratitude, when my focus is highest and best, when my focus is receiving, then that speaks to my soul. That uplifts my soul. Being with people I love uplifts my soul. Being around animals uplifts my soul. Being in nature uplifts my soul. Being with the divine recharges, re-energizes, uplifts my soul. So today we're talking about self-care of the soul, and what are some things that resonated with you when I was talking about self-care of the soul. So if it was gratitude, here's some different ways you can use that. And I've talked about it in other videos, so you may just want to go back and look through other videos too. May give you some more ideas. But when we do heart-centered gratitude, focused from our heart, it reinforms the rest of us because we have way more neurotransmitters in our heart than our mind or our gut. And it reinforms. So when we're focused on those good things, those things that we're abundantly blessed with, we are already seeing them and bringing more of them into our lives. And life just becomes happier, more of a joy, more of an ease, more flow, more grace. It opens the door for more grace in your life. And what a gift is that? So I hope that you've been able to tap into some things today that could speak to your soul, that could regenerate your soul, that could offer some self-care and love to your soul today. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.